So today I want to talk to you about comparing. Like social comparison has been all over the media today because of all the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake. So there's been a lot of comparing, and I wanted to talk to you and bring it home because we constantly compare ourselves all the time. So I want to kind of dig into that because this fight, I know most people have seen the fight. It was definitely a very intense thing that was going on. But one of the lines that I thought was really powerful from Mike Tyson himself, he said, I didn't come here to prove anything to anyone. He says, but myself. At 58 years old, I wanted to show that I still have the drive, the discipline, the courage to step in the ring. And I thought that was it. So I wanted to do a quick lesson on that, what I've learned from that statement and what I learned in my personal life. First of all, what does comparing do? Why is comparing a cancer to your self worth? One, comparing basically what happens is we compare ourselves, our progress to other people. So we compare our progress to other people. When you even think about the fight, the progress of both people were totally two different age, but everyone tends to do that. But I want you to stop focusing on the fight, focus on yourself. How are you comparing yourself, your progress to others? And because once you do that, you allow other people to really define your confidence. Now, you may be confident in your own personal self, something you had a win, you did something. It will because you're so focusing on what other people are saying or about you, your wins, what you accomplished means diddly squat. And your confidence from your accomplishments mean diddly squat as well, because as long as you're comparing your performance to someone else, it's not going to actually go well for your self-worth. The second thing we do, we're constantly changing ourselves to please others. When you're constantly changing, you keep on changing who you are, your hairstyle. And for me, my hairstyle is always going to stay the same, but you change the way you are. You're constantly changing just to please other people. Maybe because you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of people will not like you if you're not pleasing. Well, that right there leads us to adjust our self worth based on other people's either compliment or criticism. So, in other words, when some people are giving you compliments around you, then you feel like, wow, I must be good. I must be good enough. But yet, when they're criticizing you, then what you do is you condemn yourself. So you take their words and you take their words and you take your self-worth, you infuse them together. And that is it's adjusted like the temperature in a room when it's hot or not. A thermostat, it has this limit based on other people. So you have a limiting belief that's based on other people's opinion, or like I said, condemning or compliments. And then lastly, what we do is we connect our performance for external validation. And this is when you connect your performance for external validation. Now the platform, the what do you call it, the spotlight of other people looking at you, what you're doing, how you're doing it now starts to blind you. You know, we get either overconfident with how we perform or underconfident. We criticize ourselves for our performance, which now what happens if you do that, then you're attaching your performance to your self-worth, which automatically disregard your self-care. When you start to attaching, that means you're going to keep doing things to please other people, keep doing things to build up your self-worth. Guess what? Anything to do with caring for yourself, you'll put that on the side and you'll just keep on running, running, running. That means that you either overwork, have no time for yourself or your family. You're so focused on a task that even your health is going down. That's how you know you're allowing your performance to be attached to your self-worth and you're disregarding your self-care. So what are some of the things that we can do in order for us to, I think, reclaim ourselves, reclaim who we are in detachment to what people say about us, our performance, and even what we're producing. All right, very first thing you want to do, you want to remind yourself that your path is different than other people. Someone says, well, Mickey, I know that. No, you really think about this. Everyone that you see, just even with Mike and Jay, they both had different paths. Obviously, they grew up differently, right? but they have a different path, even though they might be in the same profession. Like for you, you have a different path. Every single one. So the more you compare yourself, the more you'll be despair because people have a different path. They have a different way. They have different pain, different patterns than you do. And you can't, your grief cannot be compared to somebody else. Your pain cannot be compared to somebody else. What I went through growing up is so different than what you went through. And that's what we have the tendency to do is to go, oh, wow, what you went through is so bad compared to me. Therefore, I'm not going to express, I'm not going to share. I'm going to, right? You, that doesn't make any, that doesn't matter. You, pain is pain, no matter how great or low. You're never supposed to be comparing it. Okay. So that's number one. Remind yourself that every path of everybody is different. Okay. Two, reclaim your self worth and detach it from the investment of people pleasing. Detach you reclaim by detaching. You take something back by actually letting go. If you hold on to people pleasing, as I was saying, you hold on to it. You are literally taking your self worth and attaching it to someone else. So, and we've done this growing up, actually, from our parents. Actually, most of us wanted to please our parents. So now any authority figure around you, you're going to put that up. You're going to put that self-worth attachment to that, to pleasing them. It could be your boss, could be your spouse, could be anybody that quote unquote is a figure that you respect, somebody that you that has an authority figure over you. It could be even somebody that you don't respect. Anything that has to do with authority figure, anyone that has to do with an authority figure, that's where you're going to submit and try to please now. So that's the thing. Reclaim it by detaching yourself. Lastly, release the pressure to perform for other people. And I mentioned release. Release the pressure to perform for other people. You say, how do I do that? Well, start to well, exactly what Michael said. What did he focus on? Mike Tyson. He focused on his personal discipline. He compared himself to himself. He proved to himself, not other people. So when we start to prove to ourselves, with compassion, then I think things could turn around and we could detach ourselves from other people. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment, and then I will talk to you later.